Monday on Today, Shania Twain, groundbreaking and bolder than ever with new music.
You're always evolving. I'm letting go of inhibition a lot more.
Then Drew Barrymore, Sheryl Crow, and Pamela Anderson. It's a can't-miss week on Today.
These sinkholes will continue to randomly generate.
So what's the plan?
Thousands of people are at risk right now.
The only way to stop this is to destroy that portal.
Serving in Afghanistan, I was hit by sniper fire, and I was given a 5% chance to live. It's a good thing math wasn't my best subject. Today, I visit classrooms and share my story. I tell kids that with a little help and a lot of work, that you can overcome any challenge.
DAV helps veterans like Adam get the benefits they've earned. They help more than 1 million veterans every year.
My victory is being there for the next generation.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Tomahawk Monument, when your loved ones deserve the best.
Straight ahead, 2 separate snowmobile deaths have been reported in the Northwoods over the last 2 days. We'll hear how to stay safe while riding. Plus, we're getting a glimpse inside a newly renovated museum. We'll explain how it's teaching the community about the Forest County Potawatomi. And a tradition returns to Sugar Camp this weekend. We'll have the details as your local news starts right now.
News Watch 12 with Jessica Jukic and Conrad Sapinski.
Good evening and welcome to News Watch 12 at 6. I'm Jessica Jukic. The Oneida County Sheriff's Office released the name of a snowmobiler who was killed in a vehicle crash Thursday night. Authorities say 57-year-old Michael Green from Oak Lawn, Illinois, was killed in last night's crash. The Sheriff's Office says the crash happened on Highway 47 and Bridge Road in the town of Newbold. Authorities say a group of snowmobilers were crossing 47 from east to west. They say Green was the last snowmobiler in the group and was hit by a southbound vehicle. Authorities have not released the name of the driver, who was treated for minor injuries. A portion of the highway was closed during the investigation. Authorities are investigating a deadly snowmobile crash in Phelps. The Vilas County Sheriff's Office says the crash happened just before 2:30 p.m. on Thursday. Authorities say the snowmobile had gone off the trail and hit a tree near marker 920. First responders tried saving the 59-year-old snowmobiler, who was from the Phelps area, but say they died at the scene. The victim's name has not been released until the family is notified. The Wisconsin DNR is assisting in that investigation. The Wisconsin DNR is reminding snowmobilers to drive slow and stay alert when out on the trails. So far this year, there have been 5 snowmobile deaths. All of the deadly crashes involved single adult operators, all between 42 and 68 years old. 4 of the 5 people who died were men. The DNR is reminding snowmobilers to never drink and drive. They say last winter, alcohol was involved in 70% of the 23 snowmobiling fatalities. They're asking drivers to stay on marked trails and look out for fences and tree stumps that may be on roadways. You can find more information on snowmobile safety at the DNR's website. It was a cloudy day with some lingering snow. Conrad, what can we expect tonight?
Yeah, a lot better conditions are on the way, but a lot colder, Jessica. So if you are snowmobiling or have any plans, bundle up out there. Taking a look outside right now, cloudy skies, a couple of flurries still in the area. For the most part, most of that heavier snow that we had earlier this morning, it is long gone. Now it's in Michigan, and it's starting to move out of that area there. Visibilities are also starting to improve right now. We do still have some spots with lower visibilities. Eagle River coming in at 7 miles. Lando Lakes at 3. So we do still have a little bit of snow lingering in the area. Even down south, Wausau at 9. Medford, 5 miles. That means they do still have a little bit of snow lingering in the region. But for the most part, it will be moving out, and a couple of flurries will still be lingering tonight and then into the morning hours tomorrow. High temperatures earlier today were near our average for this time of year in those low to mid-20s all across the state. A couple of 30s down south, Green Bay, Stevens Point, Eau Claire. Of course, down south, a little bit warmer there. Now the sun has set. We are cooling down. Tonight's going to be that first night, that first really cold night, and that's going to be a trend with us the next week and a half. We are in the teens right now, a couple of 20s by Wausau, Merrill, Tomahawk coming in with a 20-degree reading, but we will all cool down pretty intensely tonight. Tonight's going to be that first night where we're going to be hovering close to 0 degrees. Jessica?
County snowplows in St. Croix County were involved in 3 separate accidents along I-94 this week. One plow was hit twice within a 2-hour period. So far this winter, 12 St. Croix County plow trucks have been involved in accidents. According to the Wisconsin Department of Transportation, some of the motorists were injured. The DOT wants to remind people that it is illegal to follow a snowplow closer than 200 feet if they're moving snow or ice on highways with a posted speed limit of more than 35 miles per hour. Wisconsin's Secretary of State Doug LaFollette is helping pay for a new plaque to honor one of Wisconsin's most famous politicians. The plaque is to go with the bust of Robert Fighting Bob LaFollette, who is related to the Secretary of State. The bust of Robert LaFollette sits on the first floor of the Capitol Rotunda. Doug won an approval from a committee that oversees the Capitol to add the plaque, but he had to raise $2,700 to pay for it. Doug raised $1,200, but covered the rest of the cost. Robert was governor of Wisconsin from 1901 to 1906. He then served 6 years in the U.S. House and just over 19 in the U.S. Senate. Robert died in office in 1925. The plaque was installed today, but will be kept under wraps until it's unveiled on Monday. Federal attorneys have filed a lawsuit alleging that the Wisconsin Department of Military Affairs refused to pay a woman applying for a supervisor position as much as a man. The lawsuit has been filed yesterday and alleges that a woman applied for a supervisor position within the Wisconsin Emergency Management in 2016. The woman reportedly had stellar reviews as the state emergency management director the previous 5 years. The lawsuit alleges that a woman was offered less than advertised salary below the outgoing man's supervisor made. The Forest County Potawatomi community unveiled their renovated museum today, following several years' worth of planning and a few setbacks. In total, from conception through today, 5 years has passed. Tribal members say that while there have been setbacks along the way, it's all worth it to them to see those people walking through the doors.
The tribe has progressed so much in the past 10, 20 years that we wanted to add in, and we have so many tribal members that are succeeding today that we wanted to recognize everybody.
The renovated museum houses new interactive language displays, a replica canoe, full-size wigwam, theater, and historic timeline of the Forest County Potawatomi.
We believe in the importance of sharing our culture with different communities and being able to relate and develop good relationships.
The museum is now open to the public Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and is located inside the Forest County Potawatomi Cultural Center and Library Building. From 2000 to 2015, community members gathered at Pitlick Sand Beach Resort and Sugar Camp for their annual regatta. For 15 years, hundreds came out for this event. The regatta is now making a comeback in a new season. Newswatch 12's Matt Weaver joins us to tell us about the twist this year.
Well, that's right, Jessica. Today was day one of the new winter regatta. In its marquee event, hockey players from across the country dribbled their puck along the ice all the way up north.
You got a regatta.
A longtime summer tradition is back with the new twist.
Everybody's been bugging, when are you going to bring it back? Because it brought so much laughter and so much fun to the community. We talked amongst ourselves and family and community members and said, what do you think? And they said, yeah, let's do it.
Pitlicks is welcoming people from near and far to the inaugural winter regatta.
It's pond ice, the way it's supposed to be.
Patrick Moore has played pickup pond hockey here before and now runs the new tournament.
When I showed up yesterday and saw everything set up, I called the boys and I said, hey, we asked for it. They delivered. You better bring your A game. This is serious stuff, and they've put on a great show here.
Moore is one of the many who come from independent hockey leagues across the country.
It's a great group of people. Pitlicks has been awesome to us over the years, and now finally to be able to bring the great game up here, state of Wisconsin, and in the far north, where, to me, hockey is... It's no better than this. It's its purest form.
This format is similar to the U.S. Pond Championships.
This, for us, you don't have to stand in front of the net. They're small holes, so you don't have to have goalies. Keeps the puck low, keeps the puck in the... it's true pond play.
The fun is only beginning for these league legends.
So we set a top guy all the way down to our lower guys, and then it's all scrambled about so that the team parity is through a draft, so you're going to have very close games. I think most games have been only a couple goals already today.
From 17 years old to 65, these weekend warriors share the same spirit
age doesn't matter. Time doesn't matter out here. This is all to have a great time, and so far it's been that way.
In Sugar Camp, Matt Weaver, Newswatch 12.
Thank you, Matt. Coming up, a local dentist is helping people get over their fear of getting in the dental chair. And an explosion inside a Wisconsin restaurant was caught on camera. We'll have the details after weather with Conrad.
There's no telling what the next Wisconsin Lottery scratch game will bring. It's Scratch of the Day. This $3 game really shakes things up. If your shake matches the shake needed for that same day, you could win up to $30,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
At Len's Truck, we've made the buying experience fast and easy. All our trucks are guaranteed clean, certified, can be bought hassle-free online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. And when you buy a Len's Truck, know that you're buying the best used truck money can buy. Go now to lenstruck.com. You'll find over 800 used trucks, all priced to move. Go now to lenstruck.com.
Len's Truck. On Jeopardy! Last week, 5 different players rotated through the champions podium.
We have another new champion today.
This week, can one of these players put together their own streak?
That's correct. You just ran that category. Things can change very quickly in this game.
Everything. Let's go for it.
We got a game.
10,000, please.
Wow.
All this week on Jeopardy!
Jeopardy! Weekdays at 4:30 on NBC 12.
Now get an Escape, Edge, or Explorer SUV with 0% APR financing for 36 months, only at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
Welcome back, guys. It's Friday. The weekend's around the corner. And I don't know if you know this, but today is National Have Fun at Work Day. Let's do a little bit of a dance. Ooh. But yes, we did have some snow in the area, folks. Now we'll do a cold dance because a lot of cold air is on the way. As the snow moves out, now it's in Michigan, going into upstate New York, close to Buffalo. As the snow moves out, the cold air moves in. And this cold air is no joke. But let's talk a little bit about the snow. Still some lingering flurries tonight into the morning hours tomorrow. Then another low pressure system. This one's going to be very much more south of us, closer to Madison area, south of the Wausau area as well. Wausau might get a couple of flurries at most, but for the most part, most of that accumulative and heavy snow will be down south, close to Madison, Milwaukee, and the Chicago area, as they have been lacking all the snow for this whole winter season. Chicago only has 9 inches of snowfall this season so far, so we are ahead of them by around 45 inches of snow. Wow, just think about that, and we are only halfway through the winter season. So like I said, a couple of flurries tonight into tomorrow morning, maybe a trace of snow here in town, a lot more up north. In the UP, though, those darker blue colors up there, that is the lake effect snow. We are looking at a couple inches in the UP for us, though, and not much is left. Only a couple of flurries tonight into tomorrow. Temperatures, of course, are getting cold. The sun has set. It is getting very cold out there. Teens and 20s for the most part, and it is going to get much, much colder than that. We're looking at lows tonight around 0 degrees as the Arctic cold air from the north moves up. You see all that purple colors, those dark purple colors in Canada? Those are temperatures well below 0, and we're going to have those temperatures start to dip down into Minnesota, South Dakota, North Dakota, Wisconsin, and of course into Illinois. But then everybody starts to kind of simmer out with those temperatures, especially down south. Not for us, though. We are really going to get in on this cold weather. Look at Monday high temperature of 1 below 0. These are all high temperatures, folks. Tuesday, Wednesday into Thursday, we start to see a little moderation in temperatures. Still very cold air in the area. Low temperatures well below 0. Monday into Tuesday, we're looking at wind chills close to 35 below zero Monday into Tuesday, as our graphic does indicate that. And take a look at these wind chills during the day. Yeah, these are during the day. 21 below zero on Monday. Just think about how cold it's going to be during the day, not only in the morning, but throughout the day, with a little bit of a breeze and those cold temperatures in the area. Windy conditions out there right now. Winds will start to die down tonight. Mostly into tomorrow, we will still have some windy conditions tonight. For tomorrow, though, much more of an improvement, but colder temperatures will be the story. Look at these winds, though. 14 miles an hour here in town. Closer to Wausau, 21-mile-an-hour winds. Green Bay also coming in with a slight breeze, but wind gusts are a lot stronger than that. We're looking at wind gusts closer to 30 to 35 miles an hour. Tonight, same story, pretty windy out there. It's going to get cold, though. That feels like temperature is going to feel like we're going to be 15 below zero by the morning hours. Overall, though, mostly cloudy skies, a couple of flurries lingering. Tomorrow, same story, mostly cloudy, a couple of flurries, especially down south. Winds will start to die down. So, hey, that is a positive for us. Our 7-day outlook brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress does show lots of dry weather all throughout even next week, but it's going to be very, very cold. Jessica?
A stove explosion was caught on camera in West Bend, Wisconsin. Take a look at this as a contractor worked to clean the vents on the appliance. According to authorities, the contractors did not shut off the gas and the pilot lights in the unit before the explosion. Luckily, no one was seriously injured in the explosion, which authorities say could have been way worse. If you fear going to the dentist, you may be experiencing dentophobia. Studies show that about 36% of people in the U.S. have a fear of going to the dentist. It can affect anyone, no matter the age. Dr. Peter Schindenholtz from Schindenholtz Dental says many factors can trigger the phobia.
People fear many things in the dental office, from the smells to needles to the sounds, claustrophobia. People don't want people in their mouths. Their personal space is invaded.
A trip to the dentist may be scary for some. However, Dr. Laura Gohl says it's their job to make the atmosphere as much fun as possible.
Because we have tons of different things in the dental field to make you feel more comfortable based on what those different anxieties are.
If you're experiencing any issues, make sure to discuss your fears with your dentist. It's Friday night, which means high school sports. Newswatch 12's Serenity Douglas will have a preview of a boys basketball matchup in Tomahawk.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's $14 million sell-off is happening now. Millions of dollars worth of product arrived late to our warehouse and must be sold. Save as much as 85% off while it lasts. Plus, get 60-month special financing store-wide at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
See the exceptional selection of jewelry at Golden Carat Jewelers. Artistic handmade jewelry by Michu and Bella Trois. Fashion-forward designs by Mira T. and Frederick Sage. The latest trends and the forever classics from Facet Barcelona, Catan, and more. Your full-service jewelry store in downtown Minocqua, Golden Carat Jewelers has a surprise for everyone.
For adventure, for climbing, for splashing, for towing, for premium, for capable. The GMC AT4 lineup, premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC. Or get 2.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days on turbo high-output engine Sierra light-duty models.
Don't do that, Carl.
Musical guest, Lil Baby.
That's crazy.
My name is Thomas Magnum. I'm a private investigator. My buddies and I help those in need. It might get dangerous.
I have no doubt.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call now.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's $14 million sell-off is happening now. Millions of dollars worth of product arrived late and must be sold. Whirlpool microwaves now just $199. Amana washer and dryer pairs now just $9.99. Happening now at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Welcome back. As the high school basketball season continues, many teams are matching up for the second time this year. Newswatch 12's Serenity Douglas is live in Tomahawk for the boys matchup versus Mosinee. Serenity?
That's right, Jessica. It's a great Northern Conference matchup between Tomahawk and Mosinee. This is actually the second time they faced off this year. The first time was at Mosinee High School, and it was the purple and white who got that one, 76-24. Since they've played last, Mosinee has gone 12-4 and claimed the number 3 spot in the conference, while Tomahawk has a 3-10 overall record this season. The Hatches are looking to get back on track after a tough loss to Tigerton yesterday. But we must remember, at this point in the season where it's anybody's game, nothing is definite. Live in Tomahawk, I'm Serenity Douglas, Newswatch 12.
Thank you, Serenity. We'll have a final check of the forecast after the break, but first, here's a look at today's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Okay, what did the shark eat with his peanut butter sandwich? Well, a jellyfish, of course. And these jokes got to get better someday, right? Anyway, moving on with this week's Big Old Fish, we start off with Braden Richard, who landed this stout 3.5-pound largemouth in Washington County with a redfin shiner. Well, there's not much else you can say, Braden. That is one big old fish. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. Next up, we have 8-year-old Tegan Gannon, who caught his first walleye, the 17.5-incher to be exact, while jigging a crappie minnow on Tom Doyle Lake. That's a perfect way to start your walleye career. 17.5 inches? Yeah, that's a big old fish. Way to go, Tegan. Keep on reeling them in. And last but not least this week on Big Old Fish, we have Travis Mullen, who caught this dandy 24-inch walleye on a Forest County lake. By the way, this fish was released after the photo. How cool is that? Way to go on releasing it, and way to go on the Big Old Fish, Travis. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Northern Taxidermy fish meal is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
Look at that. What you're seeing is Olson Solar Energy working in the sun to make the sun work for you. What you can't see are the lower or no energy bills, selling extra energy back to your electric company, and the increase in property value without an increase in property taxes. The sun works for homes and businesses. The only thing you need is Olson Solar working in the sun to make the sun work for you. Now booking installations for 2023. Call Olson Solar Energy today.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Because where Culver's comes from, in the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Take your day from good to great with Perkins Great Plates under $10. Get big flavor and even bigger savings with our Magnificent 7 breakfast. Big bacon BLT, short stack, and more. All for under $10. And don't forget a delicious pie from our bakery. Save time and order online at perkinstogo.com.
Stuck on eggs, burnt on batter. You can't escape the nightmare of your sticky pans. Introducing the Granite Stone Pan, the all-new durable non-stick pan. No butter or oil needed. Watch, we melted down these sticky candies in Granite Stone, and it just doesn't stick. We cooked a half a dozen eggs, bacon, cheese, and tomato breakfast with no butter or oil, and it just doesn't stick. Fire flambe or perfectly seared filet, just like the pros. Plus, it's PFOA
free and 100% dishwasher safe. Call or go online to get your Granite Stone pan for just $19.99. Granite Stone is so durable it comes with a 10-year warranty. And with every order, you're going to get a Granite Stone single-serve egg pan absolutely free. We'll even ship your entire order free. You get it all. An incredible value.
To order, call 1-800-898-6703. That's 1-800-898-6703 or order online at buygranitestone.com.
Last Saturday, the Wausau Cyclones had corgi races during intermission, and that race was a success. Next Saturday, February 4th, the second annual Wiener Dog races will take place during first and second intermission. This video is from last year's championship race. There will be 25 dachshund racing. The race will start at the goal line, and they will run to the red line at the center ice. New Pet Life Adoption Center will receive 100% of the proceeds from Chuck a Puck during the game. Fans can get their tickets online at wausaucyclones.com. That looks like fun.
That does. That's kind of interesting. Yeah. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing because the ice is very slippery. So I wonder how the dogs were reacting. If they were like
sliding
flat,
all over the place.
Yeah, or if they were like actually grabbing traction with their paws. I don't know. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, it's slippery outside as well, Jessica. Taking a look out there. We did have some snow earlier today, and of course it's sticking around. It is all icy out there with temperatures well below freezing. Most of that heavier snow is moving out. It is in Michigan right now, and it's going to continue to move out of the region for the most part. A couple of flurries lingering tonight into tomorrow morning. In general, the accumulative snowfall, it is done. Temperatures are cooling down. We are in the teens right now, but that feels like temperatures a lot colder than that. Feels like we're in the single digits. This is just the start. It's like the appetizer to the meal, Jessica, because a lot colder air is on the way, especially Monday into Tuesday. So coldest air of the season is going to be arriving.
Definitely bundle up. Thank you, Conrad. That's all the time we have. We'll see you back here at 10.
Mr. Food 10.